Alrighty, good morning everyone. 01 of 1 here. How's it going? Um so this is my next idea for the elevator. It's kind of a work in progress right now, but it kind of gives you an idea of what I'm doing. So we have the platform here, and this piston block and rounded block will eventually go away once this is supported. So kind of I'm basically making like a big rope, and this elevator is going to work like actual elevators work. At least that's what I'm hoping. And I did get a lot of comments about making like the climbing piston elevator, and if this doesn't work, that's probably what I'm going to go with. But for now, I'm going to try to see if I can get this to work, because I think this would actually be pretty cool. So we've got a bunch of stuff up here. These rotors should be turned off. I'm going to just go and check real quick just to make sure, because they need to be free spinning. These wheels right here, they're just there to keep this kind of in line. Yeah, so this can go off, this can go off. Okay. And I think the other side's already off. So, we have a rope that is connected to the platform. And then that rope goes up and over a couple of pulleys, I guess, is what we can consider these to be. So pulley there, pulley there. And all these hinges are still on, so they still have some rigidity to them, which is, you know, kind of on purpose, for the purpose of building this rope anyways. And then it's going to drop down, and then below here, I know you can't see it, but there's a piston under here, and then there's a piston under here, and those are both pointed downwards. And then this is going to go drop all the way down, about halfway down the entire elevator shaft. And then it'll loop back around up, and it'll connect to this hinge right here. And what's going to happen is these pistons right here, once I have enough of them on there and they extend far enough, they're going to have another pulley kind of in the middle. And so what's going to happen is all of this weight is going to be transferred to here. So then as this goes down, at this point, with this being all the way up at the top, the pistons are going to have to be all the way extended halfway down the thing. And then as they retract, what's going to happen is we're actually going to be gaining twice the length of the rope, because we're reducing this side and we're reducing this side as far as like the bottom of the piston goes. So as that goes up, we're getting twice the distance out of this rope, which means that this should be able to go all the way down to the bottom, even though the pistons only go down halfway. So that's just some pulley, I guess, magic, science, whatever you want to call it. And now we have to get all of these pistons to kind of do what they need to do. Not much else has changed. I've just been kind of working on getting that system set up right now. I did make another ship though. So we've got the Bulldog right there. It's a useful little ship. I decided to make an even more useful ship, which is this guy right here. So it has a grinder and a welder. So that way, in case I need to go and do any crazy building, like really far out, or I need to break something down, I can. Like if I'm building from the cockpit and I misplace a block, with this I can actually get rid of that block. With the Bulldog I can't. But what we need to do is get the platform ship, because we need to be able to move around and modify blocks and all that other fun stuff. So that is what we're going to do. And once again, if it sounds like I'm slurring my words, my tongue is still healing. I bit it pretty hard. What is it, 2-3 days ago? So it's starting to heal. Just takes a long time, which is really annoying. And it makes things like, you know, eating kind of difficult, which is never fun. Okay. So we have to add on a bunch of pistons, because as I said, this thing has to go down like halfway. And I have no idea how far down halfway is. Oh, and I also built the bottom over there, as you can see. Or built all the way down to the bottom, I should say. So I don't know how far this is going to have to go. What I'm going to do is just try to overshoot the middle just by a little bit. That way I'll be sure that I'll at least, you know, hit the middle. Okay. Just trying to think of like the setup here that I have to do for the pistons. It's not really much in the way of setup, but it's a little, you know. And I'm thinking like the bottom of the pistons, like once I get it to where it needs to be. Because we need to somehow get these pistons to connect to each other. And then this needs to reverse, and then this needs to reverse. Reverse, thank you. And then I'm gonna move over here so I'm a little bit safer. Then we'll head down to here. Okay. Then we'll do another piston here, and why are you not placing? There we go. Okay. Then we'll reverse this one, and we will reverse that one. Reverse. Okay. Alright, so how far down are we so far? I think we need to do like another 2 or 3, I think. And then I have to build the hinges all the way down, and then kind of wrap it around the piston, so that'll be interesting. Okay. Let's get in here again. Alright. And then whatever I do over here on this side, I have to repeat on the other side, because we're going to have 2 ropes that are lifting this thing up, one from either side to increase the stability. Talking hurts. Okay, so we'll reverse that guy, then, whoop, wrong way. Oh, probably would be a good idea to share the inertial tensors. Just guessing. Probably a good idea. Okay. And then that can go there, and that can go there. Okay. All right, so now let's see about how far out we are. No, we still gotta go more. Okay. So, yeah, I think we still have to go actually quite a lot more down. I mean, we're maybe halfway with what's built so far, but we still have to get all the way down through the unbuilt stuff. So I'm going to add on some more. Okay. It is really hard to kind of like determine like where halfway is. What do you think? One more? Two more? And then there's another thing that I have to take into consideration as well, is that if I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these, 16 blocks of this is going to be used up just by the base of the pistons. So maybe I need to go down to like 3/4 of the distance, just to kind of make up for the lost space. In which case we need to do like another 2 or 3. I don't know. If we've got 8 there now, we'll go with 10, just to kind of see what that looks like. Oh, too far, too far. Oh. If the inertial tensors were on, that would have ended probably a lot worse than what just happened. Okay. So we'll do 2 more, and we'll just kind of see where we're at with that, and see kind of how that looks, I guess. These things are like moving all over the place. This is ridiculous. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about is that, given the nature of physics and space engineers, these could get even more erratic with their movements, and then we would have bigger problems. In which case, everything would probably break, which would not be great. But we'll add on these last 2, and then we'll share inertial tensors, and that should get these things to kind of stiffen out. And then we'll adjust the inertial tensors from here for all of them. And then we'll see how that works. And then I don't know if I have too many other pistons currently active on here, so if I just select all of the pistons, then maybe, or at least all of these ones anyways. Oh, I do have the drill pistons. And I'm guessing it's going to be all of these ones, because they're all different colors, whereas these ones are all the same color and they have like multiple numbers. So I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Actually don't know what these ones are doing or what they're on. They could be on like a smaller ship or something. I don't know. I'll just put them all on. It's fine. There we go. And now they are nice and solid. Okay, good to go. We will reverse this one, reverse that one. All right. Now, how far out are we? I mean, that should be enough. 10 pistons on either side. I think that should be enough. Okay, so now we need to get our sort of wheel looking thing on the bottom. Our pulley, I guess. It really hurts to talk, by the way. Oh my god. Okay. So let's see. So I'm gonna need to get this over here, and I have to get these to connect, which is gonna be interesting. And I can't reach that quite yet. How about now? No? Okay. Okay, so that'll go there, and then we need to go up place the piston head on there. And hopefully this doesn't end up with my death. Which, let's be honest, could be completely possible, given that these are multiple subgrids and we are trying to connect everything together. Okay, that actually went rather smoothly, so okay. So we're good there. Everything is sort of connected, I think. And I should probably label all of these pistons as well. But for now, we need to get our rotor on here. Spin this around, throw a wheel on it. Okay, so that'll go there, and then we'll turn this guy off. And then also rotor displacement has to be -0.4, so that'll work for that. And then to make sure that this wheel doesn't get disassembled, we need to put a control panel on here. So we're gonna throw that there. And then just for fun, we're gonna throw in this guy to sort of, I don't know, complete the look, I guess. And then I could put wheels here and here just to make sure that everything kind of stays in line. I mean, not that I'm really too worried about that happening, or that it getting out of line, I should say. I'm not really too worried about that, but still it might be a good idea to have this. And we should be able to just pop that right in there, and then that should be able to slide up and down the wall without issue. Okay. So now I need to place a ton of hinges, because it's got to reach all the way down to the maximum extent possible. And then we have to build both sides evenly because we are making a sort of rope. And the only way that I'm going to be able to test this is if I actually have both sides built. So that's going to be interesting. But there is the hinge over there, so we can start placing these guys. And then this guy can go here as well. We are going to have a lot of hinges. Why you no work? Okay, there we go. And this might actually go faster if I build using the other ship. So I'm going to see if I can get that thing to work properly. Hopefully it will. It's possible that it won't though, so. Okay. That'll work for that. All right. So now we'll hop into this one. And And then the basic overview of this ship is actually pretty simple. So there aren't any containers in here, right? So the only storage that we have is the connector there, and then whatever the grinder or welder can hold. And then we've got, oh, and the build and repair units, so they can hold a little bit too. And then these are just the large conveyors. See where the end of the road is? So that block right there. This block right here is also another conveyor, and then also this block right here is another one. And they're just angled in such a way that I can get a large connector on the bottom as well as on the sides. And then, you know, we just kind of make it work. And then I've got 2 large downward thrusts, and then I've got 3 left, right, and then I've got 4, I believe, up, down. No, I've got 2, hold on, I've got 2 facing down, and then I've got 4 front, back. And that's just kind of how this thing is built. So very, very simple design, nothing too crazy. And now I get to see if I can make this thing work. Which, honestly, I'm not too confident about. And then all of the hinges actually have to be turned off, so that way they swing freely. But I wanted to make sure that I had enough weight on this side, so that way it doesn't all just kind of roll up and end up on top of the platform up there. But, alright, so now I need, oh, we have the hinges, okay, good. But the question is, are you going to let me actually see the hinge? No, of course not. Like, how am I supposed to know how this thing is on here if you don't let me see it? I mean, I could assume that that's the way it's supposed to be placed. Unless, of course, it doesn't want to place it anyways, which is always possible. Okay, so this is... Like, I don't... Like, why do you not show it here? That's just dumb. Okay, so if I'm assuming that it's that way... Oh, hey, I actually got it right. Okay, good. And then, can I get it over there as well? I can, good. So this is just kind of like placing blocks blind, which I'm not really a fan of, but if it works, it works. Unable to place hinge. Probably because it was too close to the wall, which is fine. Okay. Hello? Do you want to place the hinge here, sir? No? You don't want to place it? Why not? Because that is angled towards the wall. Can I? No, I can't. And I can't exactly get out of here either, which is super fun. Okay, there we go. Just gotta wait for it to swing all the way, I guess. Okay, well this side I know I can bring that side down. This side is another question. There we go. Okay, come on, swing out, dude. What are you doing? Work with me here. Like, why is it turning inwards? That makes, like, no sense. And of course now it's locked there because now it's all the way built. Okay. So this is not going to work because the hinges are not cooperating. Now, had I gone slower and waited for each hinge to be made, that might have worked. But I'm impatient, so meh. That should get us right about there. Good. All right. So back to the platform ship. Now, the interesting thing is getting all of the hinges to turn off. And I think I've got enough weight now to where it shouldn't go and do anything stupid. So I'm going to go and turn all of those hinges off. Okay. There are a lot of them. It's all like rainbow colored. Okay. So, off. Okay, that was expected. And then inertial tensor is also going to be off, I think. Okay, so that should straighten everything out. And you can see it's kind of dangling like a rope now. So that should be good. Except that guy is still being kind of dumb. Okay, sir. I need you, if you don't mind, to straighten yourself out. All right, now we'll place this guy. A little close to the wall there. And then I suppose I have to turn these things, well, no, I can do that in bulk later. How much farther do I have to go? Pretty long distance. Okay. We're gonna be at this for a little bit. Okay, sir, can you, like, not bend towards the wall? Is that like a thing that you can do? Oops, too far. Okay. Why are you bending towards the wall? Stop bending towards the wall. What are you doing? Sir, I need you to bend away from the wall, if you don't mind. so all of those should be off. Really, dude? Why are you bent inwards again? You don't need to. You really don't. Okay. Did I mention that I have no idea if this is going to work or not? Because I honestly have no idea if this is going to work or not. Because, I mean, these pistons are going to be putting a lot of pressure on these. So if they don't, like, I don't know, like, roll freely for whatever reason, we're just going to be breaking hinges, and then it's going to... we're not going to be able to fix it, I don't think. So this is kind of like one of those things to where, like, it either works or you never fix it. Or if it breaks, you never fix it, I should say. I should probably adjust these things and turn them all off. We have so many hinges, it is kind of ridiculous. Actually, this kind of acts more like a chain than a rope. Because you know how like a chain has like its individual links or whatever? That's kind of what this is. Now the hardest thing is going to get these to join up. I think that's going to be not easy. But then again, if this is leaning up against the wall, then maybe it'll work. And again, it might not. So once again, I have no idea. It looks like that thing is going to have to be adjusted because it is being dumb. Why? Why you do this? go into all of the hinges again. Just turn them all off. I wish there was a way that I could check this, well, just to see if it'll work with just one of these things, or just one side done, because then, you know, it would save a lot of work on the other side. Okay, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, why are you bending upwards? That makes no sense. Okay. Are we almost down to the... We are almost down to the bottom. There might actually be a way for me to test this with just one side. There might be. We'll see about that, though. All right. Why are you bent so far up, sir? I don't understand. But, I mean, it's space engineers. The physics here don't exactly make sense a lot of the time, so I suppose it's okay. All right. Okay. And I think this is the last piston. Yeah. Okay. part is definitely going to be interesting. Okay, sir, I need you to not bend towards the wall. Alright, so now for the interesting part. We should be able to snake this right down through here. At least we were supposed to be able to. Mr. Wheel, you gotta go. Are you bent towards the wall again? Yeah, you are. Okay. Are you gonna work now? No? You don't want to work? Is that other wheel in the way? Or is it just the wall that's in the way? Okay, really? Why are you bending towards the wall? Why are you bending towards the wall? This makes no sense. Okay. Like, do you see this? Like, why does it bend towards the wall? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. And then this wheel is in the way. I don't know how this wheel could be in the way. It's like the whole hinge thing like went off center somehow, which is weird. Okay, now I probably don't want to have too much slack here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retract these two pistons by about a single block, maybe. And then once we get the rotors, or not rotors, but hinges hooked up, oh, but these have to work at the same time. Okay, so piston, chain, this is the 10th piston. R, I guess. I think that'll work. Okay. Chain 10F. So F for front, R for rear. These things are probably all gonna have to get labeled. What the? Okay, what are you doing? piston chain 10F. Okay. Okay, can you really not reach that? Okay, so piston chain, there we go. Okay, so we want this to go out to 9. Okay, so that should hopefully get it to where we want it to be. All right. So now I just have to get these things to connect, which is going to be interesting. So I need you to turn. Nope, another way. Towards this guy. Okay, and then we'll throw in a hinge here. Am I gonna need 2 hinges? Okay. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see if we can kind of encourage it in here. Oops. Okay, so now we need to go with the hinge part. Throw that in there, and then we need this to attach. Oh my god! Yeah, okay. Oh my god. That did not really work. What the F? Alright. In times like these, when that was not supposed to happen, because reasons. Do I need... Do I need to turn off the hinges? Or do I just need to get it to like align more maybe? Or maybe this is just something that isn't gonna work. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be this hard, honestly. But yeah, that definitely did some damage. And like 8 of the hinges just like completely disintegrated, which was kind of ridiculous. And I don't think any of them are sharing the inertial tensor, so it shouldn't be that. And I think if they were sharing the inertial tensor, that would probably make it even worse. Like instead of just doing a little tiny blow up, it would probably blow up like half the base. Because, I mean, that's just how physics work in space engineers. So, yeah. Okay, why is that thing moving side to side? It's weird. It's like there's wind or something. Okay, so I think I was... Yes, okay, so I know where I am. So at this point I still have to label these things. Okay, so then this is going to be piston chain 10 front. And then this one, if I can get to it. Chain 10R. Okay. Oh, right, and I need to get them to move up. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so that should be good there. And then I need to, yeah, let's just turn all of these things off. All of the hinges, make them all go off. Okay, so that's gonna, and then I'll just turn on the one that I need. And we'll see if that makes any kind of a difference. Okay, so I need you to be on. And I need you to turn
meteor storm inbound.
then we will make this go down a little bit. Maybe right there. Okay. Okay, so I kind of figured that was going to happen. How is this losing? Oh, because it's, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Don't really like this at all. I need to cut that piece off. I mean, should I like angle this up to like where it needs to be first? Oh, yeah, it's on off right now, so. So that way, like, if it thinks that it's like where it needs to be, then maybe that will help it connect better. And then this can angle down a little bit. I'm just trying to get it like as close as I possibly can. Of course you don't want to place. Okay. Still don't want to place. Why are you not going in there, sir? Still is not going in there. Am I in the way? Like, is that what the reason is? Do I need to back up? Nope, wasn't me. And it still doesn't want to place. Dude, what are you doing? Okay. Hang on. Let's do this a different way. So this is still on. So we're going to get this to drop down. And then I'll place this in there, hopefully. Or not. What the? Why? Okay. So now I can bring this thing back up into this hinge. Maybe. Okay, and it looks like the hinge needs a little push from one side.
Meteor storm inbound.
There we go. Okay. Maybe. Okay. So I think that looks decent. See if we can bring this in a little bit more. Game is already saving. Oh, that's nice. Nice of you to do that. I'm still gonna save it anyways, because... Oh, then hurry up and save already, game. What are you doing? Okay. Here goes. Nope. Backing up. Backing the F up. Okay, what in the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, space engineers physics at its best. What is this doing? My God. I don't even want to touch this stuff right now. Okay, so that bar is off. This is off. Off. Oh my God. Please don't kill me. That's off. That's off. Okay, are we good? My God. Okay, and now we just need to add the tension back in. And we'll see how that looks. I mean, maybe? Okay, so now we get to the testing part, which is gonna be interesting. I still want to put those wheels back in there, just to try to keep this thing aligned if I can. I mean, it doesn't have to be like amazingly aligned, but at least just like a little alignment. Oh, I already had a wheel. Are you gonna let me know? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can push the chain over. Just so I can put the wheel in there. There we go. Okay, so that's good. And then I should be able to put the wheel in on the back end as well. Okay. So that's good for that. That should keep the chain relatively in line. So now there's a little bit of slack in here, so as soon as I release the platform up there, it is going to drop a little bit. Oh, and I also have to name all these pistons too. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be piston, chain, 9F. R, okay. Okay. And I just want to make sure that I am labeling these all the same. Looks like I am. Good. Okay. And we'll go up to this one. This is chain 7F. Chain 7R. All right. Sorry, this is probably not the most exciting thing in the world. Chain, what are we on, 5? I think we're on 5. Okay. Yeah, that's 5. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. So the numbering is correct. So then this one will be 4. chain 4F, chain 4R, and then chain 3F, chain 3R, chain 2F, chain 2R, and now for the top one. Chain 1F, and then also initial tensor is on, good. Okay, so it looks like I already had that on. Chain 1R, okay. So now we've got that. So I'll be able to extend and retract those all at once. Okay, so now for this part. If I were to drop this off, would it slide down straight, or would this whole side drop down? And I think this whole side would drop down. Yeah, because I've got about a block of play in here. Huh. I mean, I could put a wheel on here maybe. I think if I were to do rotors with a 3x3 wheel and do 4 of them, that might work. So we would have to do 1 in the front and in the back. Okay, so if that is there, so that's where the wheel's gonna go, so then the rotor has to go here. And then if that's where the end of the wall is there, then this one is gonna have to go here. Okay, so then we need the rotor. And then we'll spin that. No, that is the right way. Okay, so that can go there. That can go there. Okay. And then we'll move forward. See about placing that 3x3 wheel on here. And if it'll let me place it. Ooh, yes. Okay, sweet. Okay, so that should keep it right up against the wall there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Oh. Kind of hard to place a block if you are in the cockpit. Okay, where is... You don't want to place. Why you don't want to place? Am I in the way? Okay, how about now? I should not be in the way, but that might be too far for me to place. Yep. I have to sneeze. Okay. Is that too far to place? It is not, but it doesn't want me to place it there. We can actually fix that, actually. And the way that we do that is we extend one piston out a smidge, which should cause the whole thing to sort of tilt in one direction. Okay, so we want this to move away from that side, so we need to extend this one out just a tiny bit. No? Okay, so let's turn the tensors off. Give it a little bit of play. No? Nothing? Just doesn't want to work? Okay. What is that? Ah, crap. He's gonna send in a large ship, guaranteed. Well, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But in the meantime, kind of nervous watching that guy. Is he not going to send anyone? I think the last one that came in sent in a cat's paw, which is a small grid ship. Okay, so we do have a little tiny ship coming in right there. You can kind of see it right above my head. But he's going to get shot down before he gets close, so at least I think so. Maybe I should move a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, he died very quickly. Bye. And then he should be out of range soon, so hopefully he won't send anyone else in. Okay, he's out of range now. Okay. Good to go. And now we can continue with this experiment. Okay. So if that... Okay, so we need to put this one here, and then if that is the edge there, then we need to put this guy here. All right. All right, so now we need a rotor. Okay, so that'll work there, and then we'll do another one here. All right, so now I need to put in the wheel over here if it will let me. It might not. Oh, it will. Okay, good. But I don't think it'll let me put one in the back. But you never know. Maybe it will. I think I'm too close, though. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, it's not going to let me do that. So this whole thing is in here canted slightly. So if I were to pick an angle, so if this is straight, it's actually canted this way. So that's why this doesn't hit and why that doesn't hit. But maybe this will be enough, at least to get it kind of sort of moving. All right, so and I'm gonna move forward a little bit. I think that'll work. All right. Okay, so I'm really really hesitant about removing these because yeah, this I don't think is gonna end well for me, especially since this has nothing to butt up against. This makes me very, very nervous. Really? Okay, don't need that, don't need that. Okay, so that is disconnected. And then we are going to save in case this goes absolutely terrible. Oh, I forgot to disconnect those things. Oh, shit. Okay. So those hinges over there have to be disconnected, but I think as soon as I do that, they're gonna roll off unless I turn this rotor on, which should keep it from spinning. And that should hold everything in place, hopefully. So that way when this guy gets disconnected, we don't lose all of our stuff. Yeah. Good. Stay there. Don't move. Okay. And now I should be able to place a couple more of those wheels, or at least one of them. Probably not that one, but the one in the back, I should be able to place this one. And that will hopefully help with the stabilization a little bit. Oh, and this thing has to turn off as well. Okay, so that should hopefully do something. Now this this whole thing is probably going to go down crooked, which is fine for now, I think.
Meteor storm inbound.
But what that means is that this chain is actually holding up the entire platform right now, which is kind of what we wanted. So now if we go with our pistons and we do our left chain, pistons, chain left. Okay. So now if we do these things, and then we put these in, see if they're extended all the way out. We're going to go negative 0.1. And we'll see how that works, if it works. Okay, so they are moving. So the chain should be getting some amount of slack. At least it's supposed to. Unless, of course, are these things off? That's off. That's off. Okay, so they are off, but they're not actually doing anything. So that means that this is wedged in place and it's not actually working. Okay. So how do we fix this? So right now the pistons aren't really doing much of anything. I mean, they're pulling up obviously, but the chain is just staying slack down there at the bottom. So that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Oh, I didn't think that was going to happen exactly, but okay, so we'll reverse this. Have them get pulled back down. So yeah, I think I might need both sides done before I can actually test this. But yeah, we are way over an hour, so I just kind of wanted to show you the idea of what I have for this, and hopefully one of these days it'll work. Yeah, so the reason why this isn't going down is because I think it's wedged in there. So it's stuck block against block here and over there in that corner. So that's kind of preventing this whole thing from falling down. If I had been able to put that wheel on over there, this might have worked, because it wouldn't have been able to get so close on that side. But I don't know, it probably still would have wedged, just instead of diagonally, just straight horizontally. But yeah, so that's the idea so far. I'm going to keep working on this, and then I'll probably get the other side built, or at least attempt to get it built. Yeah, next video we'll hopefully have this thing at least somewhat working, and then I can kind of show you how it works. And I might need to put a lot of weight in here too, because those hinges weigh a lot, and we've got to pull up twice the length, so we might need to add some weight in here, but we'll see. So anyways, that's what I got. I don't think anyone has done this before. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So this is a 0, 1 of 1 first, I guess. Not that it really matters, but I mean, I just want this thing to work. Like, that's kind of what I'm going for. If I can get it to work, then I'll be happy. But for right now, it does not, so it needs more work. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, I hope you will join me in the next video, which will be more of this version of the elevator. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.